Hello, everyone. Today is November 22nd, and I would love to share one of the books that really helped me for about 2 weeks, and that was last week and the week before. And it's the book called When I Don't Desire God by John Piper. And the subtitle of this book is called How to Fight for Joy. So it was really interesting to come across that I should fight for joy because, yes, for the last week, 2 weeks, this week was actually good, but for the last 2 weeks, I was a little under the weather. And I mean, spiritually, physically, I was fine, but just I was not having that pinkish blossom relationship with God because I asked a lot of questions to God, and just I felt a little under the weather spiritually. So, and it was really interesting to have that book borrow from the Toronto Library online because I was waitlisted and it was the perfect timing. So I read this book and that really helped me get through the low season of my relationship with God. And the part of the reason is because I have so many questions, and it's not because it's not um it's the year end, and I have had my hopes and expectations, right? And just I didn't see the all the fruit that I was expecting. So that's why, maybe that's why. And and then I realized through this book that I need to really fight for joy. So because when we think about how we feel and what's our mood like throughout the day, and think about the gravity, it pulls you down, right? So it's very natural when you drop some object, it goes down, and that's called gravity. And when our level of energy and the mood is low, that's normally when we're sad or when we're depressed or when we're not feeling energetic at all. But high energy people, their energy is upward. So energetic, very high energy and very active and cheerful, joyful, all of those emotions and feelings. Scientists, they categorize those energy as high energy. So because considering the gravity, which goes down naturally, we need to fight for joy, which is the high energy, which is cheerful, joyful, happy. So yeah, that's why we need to fight for joy. And our joy is our responsibility. Nobody takes care of our joy, and it's the commitment and it's the choice that we need to make throughout the day. And yes, so even though my expectation and my hope this year, it didn't really turn out exactly what I have hoped and what I have expected, I really have been fought for this joy throughout this year. And yes, and when I think about my spirituality, rather than my spirituality journey with God, it's the best year ever. I mean, he was building my character, he was really deepening my relationship with God, and he really actually taught me the priority and focused on God, the very top first thing and the most important thing in my life. And because I wasn't like that, I always prioritized other things first. And I didn't really have that carved out time, intimate relationship with God, the very first thing in the morning and the last thing in the evening. So he has taught me that. And his greatest desire is to have that most intimate relationship with us and every moment of our lives. And yeah, it was the continuous practice and continuous training in terms of that relationship building with him. So in terms of spirituality journey, it has been the best year ever and has deepened my relationship with God and the knowledge through the Bible, which is living God. So that I am so thankful and I'm so grateful in terms of spirituality journey and the maturity level that has developed throughout this whole week and whole year. I mean, on the flip side, there's the other pillar of our life, right? So then um, because that was my first priority and that was my biggest portion when it comes to spending my time with him, and also updating my knowledge, and also, yeah, carving out the time. So other pillar of my journey has not been fruitful. For example, last year I was so into fitness. As soon as I realized that became my idol, and COVID news and everything, addiction. Yeah, it's positive addiction, but still that became my idol. This year's my fitness journey, just keep it as minimum as possible. For example, just walking. That's fine. That's part of the daily activity and movement. That's great. Um, or a quick 15 minutes workout, a strength workout, core or arms, upper body. That's it. And I'm so glad that I still do that. And I keep it as minimum as possible because just, yeah, it this year was not about like fitness journey. It's more of my healthcare, like from the food and also through intermittent fasting, to have that autophagy, and also and through, yeah, social connection, and also through spirituality, knowledge updating, and also relationship deepening with God. So yeah, so on the flip side, other than spirituality, the other realm or other pillar of my journey was not that fruitful compared to the spirituality journey. So maybe that's why I was just a little bit down, because I didn't really see the result, or I didn't expect that of the fruit. So yeah, but that was just my own expectation and my own plan, right? And I'm still thankful that God has given me the opportunity to train me, to make me a matured and complete Christian, and not just like religious, lawful, a legalistic person, but really involve him in every moment. And yeah, so this book was really helpful. So check it out if you haven't read it. And I just want to also remind you guys that Fight for Joy, while we're having joy, it doesn't necessarily mean that we would feel perfect all the time. It doesn't mean that, because it's called humanity, that you may feel a little down. You may feel some sprinkles and rainy season. It's called humanity, and it's not called hypocrite. So yeah, I wanted to share that while you're fighting for joy, it's natural and it's okay that you feel sometimes ups and downs, and your life is sometimes like ups and downs, and it's part of life. And that's what it means. We breathe and we live, right? Even when we think about our heartbeat, right? So I wanted to share that with you, the book and my journey this year throughout the year and the last 2 weeks. And this book really helped me throughout those period of time. And want to remind you that it feels okay when you feel ups and downs, and when your season was not really what you've expected. Yeah, and thank you so much for following and subscribing this channel, and following this journey with me. And if you like this episode, please click the like button and subscribe to this channel. And thank you so much. And I'll connect you next week sometime. And also, you can also listen to my podcast through Spotify, Amazon, and Apple. Thank you.